Hey, good morning. About to pull a car for the day. Sitting on a hill, I'm like at a going down like an incline. So slept well. I didn't go to bed till like after 12. I was charging my phone, and then yeah, slept pretty well. Somebody was tripping in the night, but oh, card of the day, Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune has a lot of symbolism, and it's about, one thing I heard was like with a wheel going around, like if you're centered or like, in the center of the wheel, you're safe because the momentum doesn't bother you. But if you're on the outside of the wheel, you could be thrown off. So I guess it's about being grounded at this point. I think it's number 10. I'm not good with numerology, but I think it's number 10. So it's like halfway. But I'm gonna look up more meanings. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is a really difficult card with a lot of symbolism, and I think the next few videos I would try to focus on the symbolism one by one because I can't keep up. But it's about how things in life are recycled and things come back around. So like what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. So like things are just repeating like in cycles. It is the 10th card, so it is the beginning of what happens after that middle point in your then like the journey of the Fool. I'm gonna look up some more meanings. Okay, I might just try to work on the symbolism after this. Okay. So in the corner are like the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. So it's Aquarius is the angel, Scorpio is the eagle, Taurus is the bull, and Leo is the lion. And so the 4 symbols of the year as well, like the seasons. I noticed that each of the symbols are like they're writing in a notebook or they're reading notebooks. So maybe it's like the knowledge that they have, the 4 fixed signs. Look up some more stuff. Then up here is the Sphinx, and it understands the riddle of what goes around comes back around. It uses the law of recycle. Then over here is the snake, and it's coming down into manifestation. The snake is a confusing one for me. I don't really get it, but it's like vibration. It also speaks about like, I guess our idea that the snake is evil because of the Garden of Eden, but it's coming down into manifestation. Something needed to bring things down into manifestation. Trying to get comfortable on this hill, and this symbol is Hermes in Anubis, and he's rising, and it shows, I know Anubis is the guardian of death, I think. So I guess again like recycling and rebirth, death and rebirth, or being reborn. Then in the center of the wheel, there's a lot of symbolism. Here it has the word tarot. Then it has Hebrew letters. Then it also has these symbols in here, which I believe are zodiac symbols. So sorry, all these cards. And so it speaks about things like maybe starting a new cycle, and that you know, to be balanced in the center. So when you start this new thing, you won't be thrown. That everything has you know, a meaning, and what, you know, there's an outcome, you know, in all your actions. So I'm gonna look up some more meanings. The symbolism is so much symbolism in this card, and I do love it because of that. But it's a complex one. But the cycle, like the cycle of life and the change, the seasons, the years, and everything. I think, and I guess, starting a new cycle. Hey, excuse all the noise today. I'm by a road, and where I normally sit, somebody like camped over there, so I didn't go over there today. But that first half of the video, I really stumbled through it. I've never really grasped this card, but this other information I got helped out a lot more. So it really is about the cycle of life, and how what goes up must come down. You know, karma, and so the things also is like, it represents the riddle of life, and like the mystery of it. And I know that's part of the reason why I like tarot and esoteric things, because I'm always wondering about what's the meaning of life. And the snake is like the snake in garden, they've eaten like temptation coming down. It's mainly just being comfortable, well, not comfortable, but accepting the changes and the ups and downs of life, because you like gonna go through it regardless. Like no matter how much you try to not go through bad things, like it's inevitable. So when it happens, how you react to it, it's kind of like up to you. Like that's the only thing you really can control, is like your reaction. To your circumstances. So just accepting, you know, whatever life throws your way, whether it's good or bad, you know, good luck, bad luck. I'm gonna look up some more meanings, but to me that helps me understand it a lot more. And then also, like, bad things happen and then good things come out of it, or good things happen and bad things come out of it. So, you know, I'm thinking about this one situation that I kind of always go back to. But the good thing was that I'm living a life that's more like how, in line to how I want to live. And then if I had got what I wanted in the moment, it would have felt good, but then I might have been put into an unhappy situation in the long run, because deep down inside I knew it wasn't really for me as much as I wanted it to be for me. And then I had to really question, like, why did I want that? You know, what was it? Was it like a societal expectation for me to want it, or was it really deep down inside what I want? And I think I knew, like, it wasn't, because like how I am now is really what I wanted. So, but it's like I'm talking about it, but I don't want to like bring up that same story that I always bring up. But I'm looking up more meanings. I've kind of feel like canceling that first half of the video, but it had like it's some good information in there. I believe I got it all that right. And it's like those are the elements as well. So you know, this is Scorpio, so it's water, it's air, earth, fire. The lion, the Taurus is earth. The angel is Aquarius. So I don't want to mess it up. So I'm gonna like look up some more stuff. Okay. And, oh, and another thing, like I was just looking at some stuff about Pythagoras yesterday. I've heard of him before, but I didn't know that he kind of like focused into like numerology, and how numerology is like the math of the universe in a way. And with numerology we could figure out a lot of things, and he was like a great mathematician, and a lot of the things that he discovered like way back when, before Christ, before we even had like telescopes and all sorts of things, it's like it helped us, you know, out a lot, you know, with like figuring things out, like about the planets, about math and whatnot. But he also believed like in the universe there's this, like we have these math, like these cycles that are like, I don't know, it could be broken down by math. Like we have things that reoccur, almost like I don't know, like math. Like, so he felt, or people who follow some of his work, who believe in what his philosophy was, or his science, or his whatever, believe like we can break down our lives with math, and we could figure out like a lot of the things that are going to happen in our life with math. Now, so numerology, whenever it was done on me, sometimes people really got it down packed, and so I am very interested in numerology. I might not be explaining like his idea that well, but if you know of numerology, then you kind of know like there's numbers, and that the numbers mean deeper meanings, or numbers can be used as guides to like figure out like our characteristics and like our habits, and figure out if we resonate well with other energies, and that, you know, and sometimes that seems like a little bit too out there, but like I said, whenever somebody broke down my numbers with my birth and everything, and they explained my personality and stuff through that method, it was like really surprising how accurate it was. So it's interesting. And then there are like numbers that I feel like come up a lot in life for me, like 4, and I need to look up why. 14 and 4, which would be 5, and I am a like life path 5 or something. So yeah, alright. But all that to say is, like, I don't know if the card really resonates that well with that idea, because this card is more like our thoughts also contribute to our reality. So like I think like when things happen to us and it's bad, then our reaction is like taking the stands of the victim, or, you know, just getting really upset over the bad things. But this card speaks about like we have more control over our lives than we think, like based on like how we think and like the law of attraction and whatnot. And that's really hard, because sometimes I'll more so see friends that go through things, and I don't know, I just feel like you have to be really careful with that, because then they're saying like it's all their fault. And especially when they're like young or they went through things as a child, then that's really hard. But like as an adult, at least I feel like I've had more control over my life. But then I'm like, I'm not as, I don't know. I have a lot of privilege. You know, I see some people have more privilege, but I feel like I have a lot of privilege, and because of that, I think it would be easy for me to say, yeah, like, just be positive and everything will like work out. So I don't know, it just gotta be like, I don't know. But I do love tarot, I do believe in it. I love the art of it. I think it's beautiful. And maybe it is true, but it's just, I need to like grasp it better. But I mean, I'm really understanding this card a lot better, but okay, finishing up. So in one video, it was like, this is a dog and it represents our animalistic nature. And then the snake is also a symbol of the tree of good and evil. I think that's, yeah, or the tree of knowledge. Anyway, the more I learn about the card, the more I like it, the more I understand it. And yeah, one thing it was like, if in the moment that you're in, things are bad, just wait, because things will change. And if things are good, just enjoy it, because things will change. And that was I like that, because that is how life is. And so, yeah, just being aware of like life is like changing, and you know, the wheel keeps going. And yeah, that's something I'm always like, I deal with like depressing moods. Like, I'll get depressed and not really be able to pinpoint it, but it's just a feeling I have. And when I'm in that mood, I'll try to figure out what's causing it. And it may not be anything around me. It just may just be a funk that I'm in. But instead of just like accepting that it's just the mood that I'm in at the moment, I'll try to figure it out, and then that makes me think about other things that might be causing it, that also add on top of it. That's like, you know, I'm not sure if that's like, if that's what's making me feel bad, but that's what's probably making me feel bad. And then I was like, that is a reason to feel bad. And then you just pile stuff on top. But then like, sometimes it could be like weeks, sometimes just a few days, and then it'll clear up, and then I'm like really happy again. And no matter, and then I have to then that makes me realize that things just, it comes and goes, and things also, which that feels like is out of my control, though some people feel like you can't control how you feel. But just knowing that it'll pass sometimes helps me out a lot, to feel like not so bad about it, because, you know, it almost feels like I want to just end it, you know, but then I'm like, it'll pass, and then in a few days it does, and then I'm like really happy, and I'm just like I couldn't believe how sad I was, you know. Or just even situations with people, you know, get you upset, or, you know, if you lose your job, or I don't know, all sorts of things can happen and like mess you up, but then it'll pass, or something else might come out of it that might be really good. So alright, I'm gonna end this. I really learned a lot. I don't think I ever really took in so much about the card, so I hope it helps. And excuse the rambling in the beginning, or the ramble throughout, really, but in the beginning I really was like, you know, oh no, not this card, because I never really understood it. And I get it now, and I hope I don't forget it. Alright.